Hey everybody, this is Dewey with Hatcher Realty. Wanted to give you a market report. We're 7 months into 2017. I've got a lot of information here from 15, 16, and 17. Wanted to go over what's been happening, the number of listings on the market, the days on the market, our sales prices, and then the total number of transactions. That's really how we track our market. If you're looking at a specific area, if you're a buyer or seller, say in Trenton, of course we'll sit down with you and get real specific. Right now we're looking at our 4-county area that we cover. The market is really improving. These numbers I think will show that, particularly in the number of sides. So as we entered 2015, there were 3,419 properties placed on the market. At that time, banks were just getting out. The bank inventory, the foreclosures were all being sold off, and that really ended the first quarter of 2016. The first 2 years were probably skewed a little bit by the bank involvement. In 16, the numbers were relatively the same. There were 3,413 properties, listed on the market. All those didn't sell. That's anything that was ran through our MLS. And then this year, as activity picked up, we went down to 2,859 listings, and some of those did carry over. And another important thing in tracking the market, the days it takes to sell a property. So, in 15, we were looking at well over a year, 519 days from the time a person listed to the time they had a closing on average. Again, that's properties that sold. There was quite a few that didn't sell. The number did dip in 2016 down to 451 days. That shows that the market's getting healthier. And then in the first 7 months of 2017, the market's ran down to 360. And I feel like that number is a little bit better, because some of these listings carried over from the bad times. We've had a few sales when the days on market was 1,200 days. Our office actually picked up a couple of expired listings that had been on the market for 4 years and sold them this year. So that number skewed a little bit. Average sales price, even though our inventory's picked up, our days on markets went down. What you see here is 2015, the average sales price was right at $93,000. 2016, the number jumped up to close to $97,000, and then this year the number's down a little bit to $91,000. A big reason for that is vacant land tracts have started selling. I did include vacant land in this report, and some of those 5-acre tracts are selling for $30,000, so that's actually pulling our numbers down a little bit. And the most impressive, I think the number that makes realtors the happiest, is seeing the number of transaction sides. We had 746 in 15. And then, of course, in 16 it went up. As days on market goes down, the number of transactions typically goes up. So we had 832. And then this year, through 7 months, we've had 565, which puts us on pace to do 968, which will be, a way better year than what we saw before. To get closer to that 1,000 mark. Our MLS really is probably healthy when it's selling 100 properties a month. It would be at its finest point. There's sellers markets everywhere now. That's something that wasn't the case, in 15 or 16. It was more of a buyer's market. We're seeing properties hit the market and get multiple offers in days instead of waiting even months. So if you're in the market to buy or sell, give us a call, because we've got information on each, every zip code that we work in, not just the whole broad, the broad MLS. We've got specific information on our coastal areas as well as our, Trenton, Chiefland, Cross City areas. Give us a call today. Thank you.